it is drizzling in the city of Ibadan, but raining cash, dollars for sports. Our athletes representing Nigeria at different assignments. Remember that of the Super Falcons yesterday. It was the D Tigress. Maybe the Chan Eagles will be the next. You heard the voice of Vice President Kashim Shettima celebrating the Nigeria's D Tigress yesterday in Abuja alongside the First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu. So the total calculation now, $100,000 for players. I mean, each player for $100,000, $50,000 for the coaches. And, well, for those who did not hear, it is not a plot of land. It is a flat for each player and even coaches as well from from the federal government of Nigeria, including the OON honor. So when you want to talk about any of the D Tigress players that participated at the just concluded Afro Basket Championship, you put OON after the name. For that of the Super Falcons, you put OON, because Naira also reigned for Mary Akishola and Demey as well from Ondo State governor. But hey, the man who did not get the Naira and dollar is here. That is Ganzi, the sports wizard. Maybe you will have to use broom. No, they don't use broom in Ibadan. I don't know what you are going to use. Maybe it's a boom boom or for share. I don't know. Good morning to you. You're welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning, Young Striker 9. Good morning to our listener out there. It's a wet Tuesday morning in the ancient city of Ibadan. And just like you said, it rained dollars for the D Tigress players yesterday in Abuja. Ever since they won the 5th consecutive AfroBasket title, the president posted on his X handle saying he's waiting to host them and the trophy. And yesterday they were welcomed, a resounding welcome right there in Abuja. And also, like you said, dollars here and there. I mean, a lot of people have been raising eyebrows. What is the federal government going to do about the Tigress triumph in Abidjan, in Cote d'Ivoire, and all of those things? By the end of the day, they got the same reward the Super Falcons players also got. So I think it's safe to say when you are representing the country and you can definitely come back victorious, definitely dollars will come your way. Now the baton has been handed to the men. The Chan Eagles will begin their journey today in the Chan competition against the defending champion Senegal, and all eyes will be on them. The ladies have done well. The ladies have made us proud. It's left for the guys to also do better in this tournament, and I feel like it's going to be difficult. Honestly, the pressure will be on the Chan Eagles.
What's the pressure?
I mean, the pressure will be a lot on them. And there's this competition already going on where a lot of people are saying the ladies are the ones making the country proud, blah, 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 blah. Now the baton has been handed to the guys. Let's see what they can do in the Chan competition.
Well, I think it's just a reality. Yorubas, they say, I mean, it is what we are seeing. It's just like when you look at Olympics. Our able-bodied athletes don't really give us the medals that we want. They don't even get medals. It's only the Paralympians. So, and look, there's this badminton player who's currently, I mean, she happens to be the first African to win a medal at the Paralympics.
Yeah, I remember.
And she's still doing well now. Now she's trying to conquer the globe. And she's from Nigeria. So all what the male players need to do is to do extra. Yeah. Because what a man can do, a woman can do better.
Yeah, I saw a comparison on X yesterday. They came up with the total number of titles the Super Falcons have won on the African continent, 10. And for their male counterpart, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, just 3. And then they also did the same for D Tigers and D Tigress. D Tigers has just 1 title. D Tigress has 7. So there's a gulf in class. Hopefully, the men can catch up nearest very, very soon. Most
especially for the awareness of basketball and also looking at football, the awareness of football for female, basketball for female as well. The way most organizations, invest in all these competitions, most especially for the female gender. So let's give it once again to the female. But let's talk about Rina Wakama, who's the coach of the D Tigress. She was on the TV before the party went down yesterday in Abuja. But what she just said was they need to prepare well now ahead of global competition. Same as making sure that every lady has this eyes of succeeding. Here is Rina Wakama.
Preparation. We lacked enough time for preparation. We only had 5 or 6 days to prepare versus our other teams were in camp for weeks. So preparation is key. I always grew up by the 5 P's in life. prior preparation prevents poor performance. So in order for us to continue to achieve at a high level, we have to put in the funds, the effort, the resources, and the support for us to properly prepare. These ladies did something that was unheard of, all right? And they're all professionals in their own works of life, but let's not take that for granted. We had to come together with our backs against the wall to still perform, and we did. Keep going. Your dreams can come true if you keep going, you stay resilient, you stay disciplined, and you have the courage to go after your dreams. It can happen.
Yes, it can happen. She spoke about the preparations going to the Afro Basket Championship. So what must change is having enough time to prepare. Maybe if they had more time to prepare, maybe they wouldn't even be scared getting to the final.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just about preparation for the national teams, even for the Super Falcons. I remember I said it that time. They didn't have the best of preparation going to the Falcons. By the end of the day, the talent, the resilience, the passion all came in handy for the ladies in that competition. And same goes for the D Tigers as well. The quality in that team is unbeatable. They've got very good quality, and not just that, the passion. You could see the zeal in them. When you win something 4 times consecutively, you should be complacent. You shouldn't even put in more effort because you've done it 4 times. There shouldn't be a big deal doing it the 5th time. But the girls were still hungry to get the 5th title consecutively, and indeed they got it. And for the coach, Irena Wakama, no doubt about it, she's a combination of beauty and brain.
Again?
Yeah, combination of beauty and
I love that.
Yeah, she's very beautiful and also very technical. At the Olympics last time out, she won the best coach of the tournament, despite the fact that Nigeria did not even win any medal at the Olympics, but she came out victorious. She won the best coach in that particular tournament. And I remember last 2 editions of the Afrobasket, she became the first female coach to win the title, and now she became the first female coach to win it back-to-back. I mean, when you do something once and people are saying it's just
now fluke.
Exactly, fluke, flash in the pan, you do it again and you prove your doubters wrong. So I think I like her mindset. I like the fact that she's saying she wants to prepare the ladies for the big competition coming up. It's going to be the FIBA World Cup, and I can't wait to see how Nigeria is going to fare against the bigger sides, the United States, Canada, and some other countries across the country.
I think we also need to do calculation, like we spoke about the money donated to the Super Falcons. Yeah. If we put all this together, can we? If we do the total calculation, maybe that can also bring in sponsors. Even federal government to sponsor women's basketball league in Nigeria.
Yeah, not just women's basketball league.
Even the general basketball league.
I can't remember the last time we had a functioning basketball league in the country, whether men or female or women. It's been a long time, really. So maybe the federal government should also do something in terms of reviving the sport in the country. A lot of people do not even know how the girls got to the final. All they wanted to hear was Nigeria don't win title. That was it.
Yeah.
But when the outcome was going on, it had a lot of followership. People kept on monitoring the progress of the ladies. But for basketball, some people didn't even know the competition was going on. All they heard was another Nigerian contingent has won the title in Cote d'Ivoire. So I think the government should do better in terms of creating facilities, creating a very good atmosphere for the sport to thrive in the country.
Well, you heard that from Ganzi, and I hope that Mr. President is listening, same as Shehu Diko, the man who's in charge of sports. Well, Adebayo Yusuf, good morning to you. Somebody is saying that it's called Thursday. That is commentator Jalal Shoeri. I don't know the country you are at the moment. Today is Tuesday.
If you don't hear some kind of amount of money, maybe say no be account.
You go change your day. And another thing maybe that also motivated the ladies was, okay, so the Super Falcons were given $100,000. So guys, we are at the tournament where we can get to the final. More do normal. And you know the funny thing, I don't know if you saw the video yesterday. While Shetima was speaking, most of the ladies were not concentrating. Even for us in the newsroom, we're not concentrating. So Shetima said, should I continue? I said yes. And when it got to the money side, the OON and the flats,
when they paid after that was what they wanted to hear, and it came their way. And
I saw a video of one of the players who was breastfeeding.
Yeah, that's the captain of the side, Sarah Ogoke. I mean, let me tell you something about her. Last year, November, I think that was when she gave birth, and You know, a lot of people did not even believe she was going to make the team to this AfroBasket Championship. At the end of the day, because she's the captain and she knows she can also contribute, she decided to go, despite the fact that her child is not even a year old, because she gave birth last year in November. It's not already November, so maybe 6 or 7 months old. That's how old her child is, and she wanted to represent the country. And not just that, she also lost her dad, I think, sometimes last year as well. And despite all of these things, she was there. She contributed her own quota. And even when she was speaking, she also said, we are going for 7 titles back to back. We are not relenting at 5. We want to win it 7 times at a bounce. So I think she has also done well for the Tigress. She's the captain of the side and she's contributed her own quota. I think she's also won it 5 times back to back. All of the 5 times they've won it, she's been part of the team.
Part of the team.
Yeah.
And looking at this, it is more of what she wants to do and being determined. Maybe, you know, she was not born in Nigeria though, but this is it. The orientation, the psyche, maybe that is what the federal government is trying to do. So there's always something to support you when you win something. But hey, it is not after tournaments. I'm just using this as a message to Mr. President, to the Vice President, to whoever is in charge of sports. You don't have to support players when they are done winning, but support them before going for tournaments, preparing well, so that they can also have the confidence and say, yeah, the government has done its part, then I have to do my part. But shout out to Sarah Goke here. Shout out to the ladies.
I know our cousin. Our cousin and myself, we attended the University of Ibadan together.
Hey,
so I know a bit about
success. They get friend. Oh. Okay, I was about.
Don't forget me.
And by the way, no, when we come back, we talk about our Super Falcons media officer, Mary Akeshola.
Don't forget us.
Don't forget us.
Last point, don't share the lower.
Eminem music.
Sit back and relax. Me, I like fine girls. The ones where they wear short skirts. Oh, me, I like fine girls. So fine girls like Ada Star. Oh, fine girl, you're melanin pop pop pop. Fine girl, you're melanin pop pop pop. Baby, gimme, or gimme. You know it's been a minute. No go they do like they shaking. No go they do like. Self na my polo where you are. Anywhere you go, I go follow you go there. Them go they dengue, them go they pose. Them go they waka kuruke, them go they pose. Come on to tape to my pen, I see you. Friday, Italawa. Fine girls like Ishalewa. Saturday, Italawa. Me, I don't reach bus stop. Oh, fine girls. The ones where they wear short skirts. Oh, me, I like fine girls. So fine girls like Ada Star. Oh, fine girl, you're melanin pop pop pop.
Unstoppable you, fueling your vitality the whole day through. Embrace each challenge with renewed might. With Supermalt, your performance takes flight.
With 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, one Supermalt multivitamin after breakfast every day keeps you going.
My mission is simple: to take over your body, to cause fever, chills, headache. But one thing stands in my way. Come on.
Effective relief from malaria. Comal on. Malaria gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult doctor.
Sabi dribble, but you no fit dribble past malaria if you no use insecticide treated nets. Malaria dey real low.
This message now from Solutions 93.9 FM.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Kickoff Sports Show is still live. My name is Oladapo Kunubi. Gadzi's in the building, and we're still looking at everything sports. Now, a quick look at tennis before we dive fully into football. For Emma Raducanu, she has added Rafael Nadal's former coach, Francis Roy, to her team on a full-time basis ahead of this month's US Open. Everybody's preparing, but there is one, maybe a tough one, that is Novak Djokovic pulling out of the Cincinnati Open for what officially was listed as a non-medical reason, meaning he will head to the US Open without having played a match in about 1.5 months.
Well, honestly, I feel like this could affect him because the final Grand Slam of the year is what a lot of tennis stars are preparing for now. And Cincinnati Open is like, a pre-tournament before the US Open. So I feel like Djokovic missing that tournament would affect his performance. And the likes of Carlos Alcaraz, Yannick Sinner, they might be there. And it's going to give them maybe a head start going into the US Open. So I don't know how he's going to fare. But like we've been saying, I think he's old. And at this point, he needs to be selecting his game. He needs to know the kind of games he's going to go for. And maybe he wants to prepare ahead. He wants a personal time with his trainers and see how he can get himself ready before the big one in the United States.
Well, for Novak Djokovic, well, we wish him all the best, most especially psychologically. Most of those players, psychologically, they may not be okay, but I just want to see something dramatic. I'm not happy that Carlo Alcaraz won just one Grand Slam. Going to the last Grand Slam of the year, and one Yannick Sinner is looking stronger, in the tail end of the season. But hey, let us move on this morning and let us talk football. So let's go back to money here. So Super Falcons defender Oluwatosin Dimeyi has been rewarded with 30 million naira and a house by Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa. Well, Aiyedatiwa received Dimeyi alongside Super Falcons media officer Mary Akishola and secretary Mary Odoboko at the government's house in Akure. Akishola and Odoboko were rewarded with 15 million naira each by the state's number one citizen. Please, the Nigerian police force in Ondo State, please secure Mary Akishola very well. I mean, this is what we want to see. This is what we want to hear, because a lot of people were still not sure if the $100 million will get to Mary Akishola. Because they said the technical crew.
Yeah.
Media officers should be part of technical crew.
I mean, they are part, technically. I mean, they should be part
but
of
I know
the
they put
technical
technically,
crew.
but normally
they should be part of the technical crew. But we don't know for sure yet. But this is, certain. This is obvious that she's going to get 15 million naira from Ondo State government, which is very good. Honestly, I love the fact that...
I'm very single.
Oh, okay. I love the fact that
and Gans is single.
She would pass me. I love the fact that the governor, hosted Tosin Dimeyi. She was one of the players that stood out for the Super Falcons. I think she played virtually all the games at the concluded, Alcon in Morocco, and she also contributed her own quota, even though in the final stage she had a bit of scare, But at the end of it, Nigeria won. They lifted the 10th title, so I think it's good. The government, recognizing her feat and also giving her 30 million naira. And do not forget, she's actually from Ondo State. She's from Akure, so that was why. And even Mary Akishola is also from that state.
Yeah,
so that's
they
why.
went home.
Yeah, so maybe other state governors should also host their own. I don't know.
I mean, Madugu was given a title in Adamawa State.
Yes.
We heard of a particular player too.
He was given money, not just a title. He was given money as well.
But wait, I think I have to go for a competition and go back to Ogun State. I mean, even the governor of the state is my namesake, Prince Dakwa Abiodun.
Wow.
Alpha, I'm doing well in media. Maybe I have to go to Big Brother Niger.
Yeah, just do something. Make the country proud. Or make the state proud.
Yes. I need. Maybe we have to do talkathon. Seriously.
I mean, people have been doing it though.
Yeah.
Someone in Lagos did it a few weeks ago.
Don't let us give some people clue. Let's move on. Now let's talk about the Chan Eagles. Well, the Chan Eagles will start their Group D campaign of the Chan today and will be facing Senegal. Now, this is the time we need to know if you have good home-based players or not. And for Eric Shell, this should be his first big competition for what he's being paid for.
Yeah, honestly, when the news broke that he's going to be in charge of the Chan Eagles, because in time past it used to be a different coach. The Super Eagles coach would be different from the Chan Eagles coach. But I feel like now that Super Eagles are on break, let him just take charge of the Chan Eagles and let's see what he can do. And for the Chan Eagles, they've had a couple of preparations. They played a friendly game against Tanzania a few days ago, even though they could not win. I think it ended draw 1-1 at first and goalless.
Yeah, Zanzibar FC twice.
Yeah, Zanzibar FC actually, not Tanzania. So I think they've had a couple of preparatory games before this tournament and now facing the defending champions. That could be a true test for them. But at the end of the day, even if they cannot win the first game, they've got 2 more games to play, and let's see how far they are going to fare. And like I said, the pressure will be on them. The ladies have done well. The ladies have made us proud. Now the baton has been handed to the guys. Let's see what they can do. And Nigeria and Senegal have actually not met in the Chan competition before. So this will be their first meeting. And remember, the Chan Eagles failed to qualify for the last 2 editions of this competition. So they are like strangers to this competition one more time.
Things that have changed.
Senegal, who won it last time out. So I think it's going to be difficult. By the end of the day, maybe a draw will be a fair result for the Chan Eagles.
All right, well, remember the Super Falcons defeated defending champions, defeated teams that defeated them at last outing. So,
that's Super
guys,
Falcons.
no excuses. Sorry, the Super Falcons. In short, why am I bringing? I get very soon when we want to mention Super Eagles, we'll be mentioning Super Falcons. All right, now let's talk about other games scheduled for today. At the Chan, Congo will be up against Sudan by 3 p.m. Nigeria's game is scheduled for 6 p.m. And remember, yesterday, 2 games were decided. Algeria on extra time yesterday, the game was 1-0 into the second half of that encounter,
and scored two more.
Guinea defeated Niger Republic 1-0. Now let's move away from Africa. Let's talk European football, most especially preparations for the English Premier League. So Liverpool did a double against Athletic Club yesterday
on the same pitch at the same day.
So maybe teams should be scared of Liverpool this season.
Yeah, I agree. They've done a couple of signings, even though they lost a couple of their players. But I think the guys they've brought in now are doing the Lord's work. We saw what happened. Their French players took charge of the first game. They won 4-1. And later in the day, they used some of their regulars. Salah scored. Kodigapo also got a brace in that game, and it ended 3-2. So on aggregate, let's say Liverpool won 7-3, defeating Athletic Bilbao on the same day at the Anfield Stadium just yesterday. So I think they're ready for the Premier League. All they need to sort out now is their goalkeeping position. Maybe Alisson Becker or the guy who started the game with the French players, I don't know, but the coach will be the one to decide which goalkeeper he needs to trust going into the season.
I mean, having a Florian Wirtz, losing Trent Alexander-Arnold, Cody Gakpo, I said Cody Gakpo, Diogo Jota. So I feel for Mo Salah, he needs to also focus because he lost a sports geek yesterday.
Well, I feel like people are also talking about the fact that Darwin Núñez, who is also uncertain about his future at the club, he might leave, he might stay. And people also mentioned Jeremy Frimpong on social media yesterday saying when Alexander Arnold was there, it does not track back. But Jeremy Frimpong, as they advance, it track back. And I think they love him better than Alexander Arnold.
I mean, for someone who has played in the German league,
also won the German Bundesliga.
So you will understand, and most of those players already know how difficult the English Premier League is. It's not like the Farmers League. I'm not trying to call the Bundesliga Farmers League,
but it's not as competitive as the Premier League.
Yeah,
with all due respect to them.
Maybe the reason Xhaka came back.
Right, it could be one of the reasons.
So someone is speaking from Manchester United's ground, and that is Lenny Yoro, said the team is out for revenge after the one season for more than 50 years. What type of revenge?
It's a great mindset. All of those teams that beat Manchester United last season, Lenny Yoro is saying, watch your back. We are coming back to take all that belongs to us. What belongs to Caesar should be handed to Caesar. That's what Lenny Yoro is saying.
Guys, today is Tuesday, not Sunday. All right, now let's talk transfer stories on the show. Well, South Korea international Isha Min is poised to sign MLS with MLS signed LAFC with an unveiling happening tomorrow. And when I heard the money is not really that much, although happens to be he wants to break in the MLS store, the figure would break the mark of $22 million Atlanta United FC spent last winter to acquire forward Emmanuel Let-Alaf. Although when I saw in pounds yesterday, it wasn't really that huge.
Yeah,
it shows how big pounds is over dollars. But for Easton Min, we wish him all the best. But Danny Levy saying that for Thomas Frank is not expected to win the English Premier League title. I mean, but the team must bounce back.
Yeah, I said it last Saturday. I said Tottenham Hotspur has a philosophy. The reason they could have hired, Thomas Frank would be maybe to improve the squad and see how the value of these players can increase, not just for footballing reasons. I don't think Tottenham would want to compete for the Premier League. They can definitely compete for the top 4 finish or even an average finish in the league, but competing for the Premier League, I don't think it's in their sight, at least for now. They need to get back to winning ways, and they've bolstered the squad. Mohamed Kudus joined them. Palnia was also unveiled just a few days ago, so I think they're ready for the Premier League season.
Okay, if they're ready for the Premier League season, well, we still keep tracking a player as well. Ademola Lookman is also a player on the plate, but there is a big drama between Ademola Lookman and Atalanta. He dropped a statement yesterday. He's not happy. He's withdrawing from the team, but the team said the agreement they had last season was that they will allow him go, but they will not sell him to an Italian Serie A side. Maybe the same problem that happened to Victor Osimhen and Napoli.
Well, I remember when I saw the statement issued by Ademola Lookman, I was in a bit sad. Same fate Victor Osimhen suffered. I don't know why Italian teams are always seeing football as a do or die affair. Let this player leave. He wants to leave. He has handed you a transfer request. Let him go to where he needs a bigger challenge. And for Ademola Lookman, he said he does not want to release that statement, but because a lot of things have been going on underneath and he's exhausted all other alternatives, it just has to come out now to tell people the situation is at Atalanta. I feel like there will be a compromise at the end of the day, and for Ademola Lookman, he might not be able to join Inter Milan at the end of the day, but definitely a bigger club might come for him, and he's going to apply his trade elsewhere away from the Italian Serie A.
Okay, so we want to apply our trade elsewhere this morning as the man who will take charge of the kiosk. Adedamola Lafewa is coming into the studio right now, but hey, we're using this opportunity to wish Vitalis Austin Umfo Owedoho, not Owedinho. There should be an Akwa Ibom name. Happy birthday to you, Vitalis Austin Umfo Owedoho. God bless your new age, and hey, remember, celebrate well. Adedamola Lafewa is coming up next, looking at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. I know we will still talk about the money. But Adedamola Lafewa, good morning to you. So where will you like you have a daughter, right?
Yes.
So you have a daughter.
Yeah.
I like that. So will you prefer her to play football or basketball?
Or both.
Any profession, any sport.
Any sports, even javelin.
As long as it is legit.
And he's bringing in money.
Anything.
Because their father could not do.
You said what?
Because their father could not do any sports, right?
Because
their father. I mean you.
No, I played basketball for you.
But not professionally.
Not professionally.
You didn't go for Nuga.
And there's another boy you love playing as well.
It wasn't something I wanted to do. But at least there was a time I represented UI at the Nuga Games.
Nuga Games.
Nuga.
Wow. Do you have a medal?
I didn't pursue a career in sports.
Okay. Do you have a Nuga medal?
Do I?
Medal.
Yes, I do. Wow.
You need to bring that tomorrow. I hope you. I'm serious, so that we can celebrate you. You deserve something from.
Let's take it to the Aso Villa.
My name is Oladapo Okurubi.
And my name is Omoni Yala. The Kickoff Sport Show returns 9 a.m. tomorrow.